begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
Our communities need those who grew up in them to show them the way forward. I want to be the local leader that I needed when I was growing up. My name is Tamara Demery. I grew up on the south side of Chicago with my grandma and 6 of my sisters. They made sure that I was able to find my passion. And that's how I discovered basketball and how I found my voice. Through my work with Nike, I started volunteering to work with kids. I tried to create a moment to have a positive conversation to guide them forward. Playing basketball growing up meant uniting the community with something everyone loved. Today, I still use hoops to build a family with the kids I work with and help my community find healing through sport. I want to be the hero that I didn't have when I was growing up. It's on all of us to help the community we came from.
We are Northwest Plus Credit Union. We're different than banks. We are a not-for-profit financial cooperative. That means we're owned by our members, not by out-of-state investors. We opened our first location in 1939 in Everett. Today, anyone who lives, works, or worships in Washington can be a member. Expect more. Experience local. Check out Northwest Plus Credit Union today.
Patrick, Jake from State Farm, explain this bundling thing again.
All right, Coach Reed. Let's say these fries are your car, right? And
And this burger is your home.
Okay.
it can be more affordable if you bundle them together.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Explain it again with those nuggies.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
IRG Physical and Hand Therapy is the Northwest premier physical and hand therapy group, with over 35 clinics located throughout the Puget Sound area and multiple located throughout Everett. There is an IRG clinic located in a neighborhood near you. Our neighborhood clinics provide compassionate and individualized care in a friendly environment. The clinics use the latest techniques and technologies to achieve exceptional results. Head to irgpt.com to schedule your free movement screen today.
Guys, listen up. This entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Ghost back with you as we are ready to kick off regular season softball. Trojans taking on the Skagit Valley Cardinals. The Skagit comes just down the road, down here to Gaffney Field. Plenty of room here if you want to come out and plenty of time to make it out. And a beautiful day for softball if you'd like to join us in person. Otherwise, sit back, relax. We'll have 2 ball games for you as we've got a doubleheader on tap coming up. Take a look at our starting lineup. Out on the mound for the Trojans, Alyssa Hermanson from Bonnie Lake, Washington. She'll be taking the mound. Allie Wilson backing her up behind the plate. First, second, and third is going to be Takayoshi, Salverda, and Boris. Hansen out at short, and in the outfield, left to right, Hockendorf, Wilson, Lou Wilson, no relation to Allie Wilson, and Cowan over in right field. Your starting lineup for Skagit as they are getting ready to go will be Walcott, Fisher, Wright, Saldivar, Rosenberg, Muska, Hancock, Leonard, and Marshall.
All right, here we go. Top of the first inning, stepping in.
We are ready to get underway.
Cardinals number 3, center fielder Kaylee Walcott.
Kelly Walcott leading off for Skagit, local product from Lord Tweedsmuir Secondary in Mount Vernon. Steps up to the plate. Hermanson is set. The first pitch of the season, that counts. Just a little bit high. She starts out 1-0. Hermanson gets her sign and the pitch. Right on the outside corner for strike one. Evens it up 1-1. The weather we've had the last few weeks, I can't believe how beautiful it is here starting off our season. We were going to start off on Wednesday, but that game got canceled. It would have been pretty good, but today is perfect. Fly ball into right center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Lou Wilson cuts that one off and holds Walcott to a single. Maddie Fisher coming to the plate. Went to Arlington High School. And the pitch. Taken for strike one. So Skagit, an early base runner here in the first inning. Went up and away for ball one. Count evens up 1-1. Hermanson set. And her 1-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike two. Count goes to 1-2. Fisher steps back in the box. Hermanson leans in to get her sign, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Down on strikes goes Fisher. One down here in the top of the first. That'll bring McKenna Wright up to the plate. She travels down from Blaine, Washington to attend Skagit Valley from Blaine High School. First pitch to Wright on the way. Just outside, ball one. One-oh pitch. High fly ball foul, could be playable, but just goes into the bullpen. It'll be a long strike one. Count evens up 1-1. Wright steps back in the box. Hermanson is set. The 1-1 pitch. Strike at the knees for strike two. Count goes to 1-2. Walcott still over there at first base. One down here in the top of the first. 1-2 pitch. Misses, low and away. Ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2 on right. Two-two pitch. High pop foul. That goes back into the screen. Count stays even at 2-2. Hermanson takes her time out there. Gets her sign and the pitch. Ground ball to short. Throw to second. Out number 1. Throw to first is going to be in time for the double play, and that will retire the side. Nobody left on. We'll be back for the bottom of the first inning in just a moment.
No runs.
We are Northwest Plus Credit Union. We're different than banks. We are a not-for-profit financial cooperative. That means we're owned by our members, not by out-of-state investors. We opened our first location in 1939 in Everett. Today, anyone who lives, works, or worships in Washington can be a member. Expect more. Experience local. Check out Northwest Plus Credit Union today.
IRG Physical and Hand Therapy is the Northwest premier physical and hand therapy group, with over 35 clinics located throughout the Puget Sound area and multiple located throughout Everett. There is an IRG clinic located in a neighborhood near you. Our neighborhood clinics provide compassionate and individualized care in a friendly environment. The clinics use the latest techniques and technologies to achieve exceptional results. Head to irgpt.com to schedule your free movement screen today.
Heading to the plate to get it started for the Trojans will be the second baseman, number 21, Gracie Salverda.
Bottom of the first inning for the Trojans. Salverda leading off, followed by Allie Wilson, Hansen, Takayoshi, Hermanson, Cohen, Boris, Lou Wilson, and Holden. The first pitch. A little high and outside for ball 1. Tegan Clark out on the mound for Skagit. She comes from Port Angeles, Washington. McKenna Wright backing her up behind the plate. First, second, and third. Rosenberg, Muska, and Leonard. Out at short is Fisher. That pitch outside corner, strike 1, evens the count up at 1-1. And in the outfield for Skagit, left to right, Marshall, Walcott, and Hancock. Gracie Salverda from Zilla leading off for Everett. Takes that one high for ball 2. Count it goes to 2-1. Lefty steps back in. Two 2-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike 2. Count evens up 2-2. Clark spinning the ball, getting her sign. And the pitch. Misses just away. Count goes full 3-2 on Salverda. Clark set. Her 3-2 pitch. Fouled off of the screen up above the Skagit dugout. Count will stay full, 3-2. Welcome everybody from both teams, as just got word Skagit parents tuning in to watch, welcome. I am a Trojan fan, but I'll be gentle and I try and be fair to everybody. 3-2 pitch. Outside corner, just off the outside corner. Ball 4. So on with a walk is Salverda. That's going to bring Allie Wilson up to the plate. Wilson comes to us from Snohomish High School. Sophomore lefty steps up to face Clark. Clark is set and showing bunt and pulling it back is Wilson. Takes it for ball 1. And Clark is set. The 1-0 pitch. Little tapper is going to go foul. That'll even the count up at 1-1. Salverda back over to the bag at first. Wilson steps back in the box. Now she's ready to go. A 1-1 pitch. High for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Clark is set. The 2-1 pitch. Right on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. Count evens up 2-2. Salverda on first. 1 on, no outs here in the bottom of the first. Clark is set. 2-2 pitch. High, runner goes. Throw to second base. Is not in time. Safe at second is Salverda. So Trojans with a runner in scoring position now. Count goes full, 3-2 on Wilson. Wilson stretches out and steps back in the box. Ground ball to short, mishandled. Throw's going to go to first, and it is not going to be in time. Runner had to stay at second, so Salverda stays on second. Wilson on first now. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the first, and that's going to bring Hansen up to the plate. Emma Hansen from Snohomish, Washington. You may remember her big sister playing for the Trojans, now an assistant coach with Everett. Now Emma stepping up. Talented shortstop up at the plate. First pitch to Hansen. Taken for strike 1. One-0 pitch. A high for ball 2, pardon me. Count goes to 2-0. Hansen is ready. Clark getting her signs, and the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Count goes to 2-1. Hansen steps back in. Clark leans in, gets set. The 2-1 pitch. A little high for ball 3. 3-1 on Hansen. Clark's 3-1 pitch. just catches the outside corner. The count goes full, 3-2. I might have had the count off. Count is 3-1. I thought it was high fly ball into center field. Center fielder going back. Walcott can't get to that one. It goes off the fence. Runner coming in to score. And Everett's got a 1-run lead as Sal Verde comes in from second to put Everett on the board with an RBI double or RBI single. Hanson over at first base. Allie Wilson at second. Still nobody out, and Everett's got a run on the board. So that's going to bring up Taryn Takayoshi. Takayoshi from Puyallup High School comes to us from Spanaway. Righty catcher shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the pitch for strike one. Showing the bunt again. Tucks it back. Swing and fouls it straight back right by our crowd microphone. Hope that didn't damage anybody's hearing. Count goes to 0-2 quickly here on Takayoshi. Everett pitcher waiting on deck for her chance to come up. The 0-2 pitch. High for ball one. Try to get her to chase one out of the zone, but she won't take it. Count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Up and away for ball two. Count evens up 2-2 on Takayoshi. Hanson set. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Handled over there by Fisher. She makes the toss over to third and not going to get the out over there.
Hard hit grounder, the runner safe.
So safe on an error is Allie Wilson. Hanson over at second. Takayoshi safe over at first base. Bases loaded, nobody down for the pitcher Hermanson coming to the plate. Alyssa joins us from Bonnie Lake High School. And going to have a little meeting out in the pitcher's circle. A little early to make any sort of a change, but the coach out there to settle things down a little bit. Coach Smith taking advantage of the moment to give some instruction to the batter. Just looking for a solid base hit right here. Never can open this one up early. All right, we are ready to get back underway. Hermanson steps in the box. Clark is set, and the pitch. A little high for ball one. Hermanson starts out 1-0. A 1-0 pitch. A little nubber right over the pitcher's glove. Throw to first is going to be in time, but a run's going to score as Allie Wilson comes across to make it a 2-0 ball game. So with one down, runners now at second and third. And that'll bring Lena Cohen.
The right fielder, number one.
Cohen comes to us from Woodinville. Sophomore, batting from the right, steps in. Clark is set. Her first pitch to Cowan. taken for ball one. One 0 pitch to Cowan on the way. Taken on the outside corner for strike one. Count evens up 1-1. Clark set. 1-1 pitch. Low and in for ball one. Ball two, pardon me. Count goes to 2-1. Hansen over there at third base. Takayoshi on at first. High for ball three. Count is 3-1. First base is empty, so they do have somewhere to put Hermanson if they walk her. Three-one pitch. High fly ball down to left field. Running in on it is Marshall. Going out to make the catch. Actually didn't. The umpire standing right in front of me, so I didn't see it. Looks like Fisher was the one to backpedal out to make the catch. So 2 down, 2 on. Olivia Boris from Lewis and Clark High School, across the mountains in Spokane. Up at the plate, seeing if she can keep this going in the bottom of the first. That one a little inside for ball one. Boris ready. Clark is set. 1-0 pitch. Right down the pipe for strike two. Took that one right down Broadway. Or strike one, pardon me. Count is even at 1-1. First day of the season for me too, folks. Clark set. 1-1 pitch to Boris. High for ball two. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Strike two. Count is even at 2-2. Clark. 2-2 count and first base empty. Could try and get her to chase one. Count goes full, 3-2. Still has first base open, so she doesn't have to be too careful here. Gets her sign. Clark's ready, and the 3-2. High fly ball, foul going out behind us. That was off the roof of the Boys and Girls Club. Count will stay full, 3-2. Clark is set. Another high fly ball. This one's going to be in play. Coming in a few steps is Fisher. She'll make the catch for out number 3. That will retire the side. A couple get left on, but the Trojans put 2 on the board. Headed to the top of the.
Most people want their dreams to happen right now. They want to achieve everything overnight. But if a dream can come true that quickly, it's probably not that much of a dream. I know, I'm just a kid. I know my dream is crazy. But I know I'm going to be an overnight success. Even if it takes 10 years.
Got a mountain to climb or a hill to walk up, either way it'll cost you. So I'm going for the big thing.
4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for Skagit. It's going to be Saldivar, Rosenberg, and Muska. Hermanson's pitch, low, skips that one in for ball one. Starts out on the Skagit cleanup hitter, 1-0. And her second pitch, up and away for ball two. Count goes to 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Another one up and away for ball three. 3 straight wide ones to Saldivar. Hermanson set. 3-0 pitch. Taken all the way. Strike at the knees. Count goes to 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Strike two. Count is full. 3-2 as Hermanson comes back with 2 strikes in a row to run it full. Little chopper. A little too hot to handle by Salverda out there at second. And that's going to be a base hit for Saldivar.
Puts a runner aboard again for the second inning in a row for the Cardinals, and to send up the next hitter in the lineup.
Bring Rosenberg up to the plate. I forgot to mention that Alexa Saldivar from Burlington Edison High School. Caitlin Rosenberg stepping up from Mount Baker High School in Deming, Washington. She takes the first pitch for ball one. Hermanson's pitch. Right in there for strike one. Count evens up 1-1. Hermanson gets her sign. And the 1-1 pitch. High for ball two. Count goes to 2-1 on Rosenberg. Two-one pitch. Liner into right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Runner is going to hold up on third base. Saldivar at third. Rosenberg with a double. Coasts into second base. So quickly, 2 on, no outs. That's going to bring Gracie Muska up to the plate. Muska from Kentwood High School in Kent. Righty steps into the plate with runners on second and third. Couple in scoring position for the Cardinals now. First pitch to Muska. It's taken high for ball one. One-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Count evens up 1-1. Skagit second baseman steps back in. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Quickly. Count goes to 1-2 on Muska. Cardinal steps back in. Hermanson set. The 1-2 pitch. Up and away, ball two. Count evens up 2 apiece. Hermanson set. Her 2-2 pitch. right down the middle for strike 3, and Muska's rung up on strikes looking. So 1 down with 2 on now. That'll bring Keely Hancock to the plate. Hancock from Dellaview High School in Caldwell, Idaho. She'll take the first pitch up and away for ball 1. 1 down, still 2 runners in scoring position for the Cardinals. The 1-0 pitch from Hermanson, low and away for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Hermanson set. The 2-1 pitch. Foul ball. Will clear the fences and I think clear the end of the building for the Boys and Girls Club. Count goes to 2-1. Hancock ready. Hermanson is set. 2-1 pitch. Low for ball 3. Count goes to 3-1 on Hancock. Three-one pitch. Fly ball into left center field. That's going to make it in the gap and off the fence. 2 runs are going to score. As coming in is Saldivar and Rosenberg, and we got a tie ball game here in the top of the 2nd inning. 2-run double from Hancock. So with the score tied now, that's going to bring Jersey Leonard. Kapolei High School from Kapolei, Hawaii. She steps up to the plate, and Hermanson is set. Pitch comes in just a bit low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Leonard. Outside corner, strike 1. Count evens up 1-1. One pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hermanson goes 1-2 on Leonard. Hermanson set, 1-2 pitch. High swing and a miss. So down on strikes is Leonard. That's going to bring the number 9 hitter up to the plate, Marshall. Michaela Marshall from Scrapoose High School in Scrapoose, Oregon. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. Pitch. Right on the outside corner for strike 1. Count evens up 1-1. Hermanson set. 1-1 pitch. High for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Hermanson set. 2-1 pitch to Marshall. Outside for ball 3. Count goes to 3-1. Marshall listed as a catcher on the roster, playing left field today. That one's taken for strike 2. Count is full on Marshall. 3-2, so 1 on, 2 outs. Count is full here in the top of the second. Ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for out number 3, and that'll retire the side, but Everett gives up a couple of runs. Skagit takes a couple of back, and we are tied going into the bottom of the second. We'll be
Most people want their dreams to happen right now. They want to achieve everything overnight. But if a dream can come true that quickly, it's probably not that much of a dream. I know, I'm just a kid. I know my dream is crazy. But I know I'm going to be an overnight success. Even if it takes 10 years.
Got a mountain to climb or a hill to walk up, either way it'll cost you. So I'm going for the big thing.
Going to the bottom of the second inning, Wilson, Holden, and Salverda coming up. First pitch to Lou Wilson, taken for ball 1. Low and away, ball 2. Wilson comes to us from Oak Harbor, Washington. The 2-0 pitch. That one's taken for ball 3. Very close pitch. Good eye on Wilson. Count goes to 3-0. Expected to be taken all the way here with the 3-0 count, leading off the bottom of the inning. And that one, right down the middle for strike 1. Clark set. 3-1 pitch to Wilson. Taken for strike 2. Count is full now. Lou Wilson steps back in. Clark gets set. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Little chopper over to short. Fisher makes the throw to first, and it is time for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down. It's going to bring up number 9 hitter Kennedy Holden for Everett. Holden, who joins us from West Valley High School in Yakima, steps in, batting from the right side. Top of the order, warming up on deck for Everett. First pitch to Holden. Taken low. No, right across the knees for strike 1. Starts out 0-1. Count 0-1. Clark is set, and the pitch, ground ball, snagged out of the air by Clark. Makes the throw to first for out number 2. We'll do it yourself out there in the pitching circle for Clark. 2 up, 2 down. That's going to bring us back to the top of the order with Salverda coming up. Gracie Salverda stepping back in. Clark seems to have settled down a little bit from the first inning. First pitch to Salverda is taken for strike one. Clark led a long bottom of the first inning here, making quick work in the bottom of the second. The 0-1 pitch, taken for strike two. So quickly, 2 strikes on Salverda. Allie Wilson warming up on deck. She'd like to get another chance here in the second. The 0-2, outside for ball one. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. A liner right up the middle. It's going to be fielded by Walcott. No, it's going to go right through the wickets all the way to the fence. Rounding second and headed for third is Salverda. And she coasts in at third base. Give her a base hit and a little bit of extra on the air. So the runner at third now. It's going to bring Allie Wilson up to the plate. Wilson, chance to put Everett back in the lead here in the bottom of the second. Hansen warming up on deck. Clark is set. First pitch to Wilson. Outside for ball one. One-0. Taken on the outside corner for strike one. Count evens up 1-1 on Wilson. The 1-1 pitch from Clark. Outside corner again for strike two. Count goes to 1-2 on Wilson. High for ball two. Count evens up 2-2. Wilson steps back in the box. Clark still spinning that ball on her right hip. Leans in, gets her sign. And her 2-2 pitch. Up and in for ball three, and the count is full on Wilson, 3-2. Steps back in the box. Clark is set. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that'll retire the side. Salverda stranded out there at third base, and we're going to go to the top of the third inning, tied up 2-2.
We are Northwest Plus Credit Union. We're different than banks. We are a not-for-profit financial cooperative. That means we're owned by our members, not by out-of-state investors. We opened our first location in 1939 in Everett. Today, anyone who lives, works, or worships in Washington can be a member. Expect more. Experience local. Check out Northwest Plus Credit Union today.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Up and away. Count goes to 2-1 on Walcott. Back at the top of the order, Walcott, Fisher, and Wright coming up for Skagit. Well, Chopper just back to the mound. Throw to first is not going to be in time. She hangs on to that one as the speedy leadoff runner taps her way onto first base.
They'll send up the next hit in the lineup, number 2, Maddie Fisher.
So with Walcott on first, brings Fisher back up to the plate. Hermanson's pitch. Taken for ball 1. Hermanson set. 1-0 pitch to Fisher. Swing and a miss. Count evens up. 1-1. One pitch. Just misses for ball 2. Kind of goes to 2-1 on Fisher. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count is even. 2-2 now. Hermanson comes back. It's a good strike 2. Fisher back in the box. Hermanson getting her sign. 2-2 pitch. Up and away for ball 3, and the count goes full on Fisher. McKenna Wright warming up on deck for the Cardinals. Three-two pitch. High fly ball into center field. Wilson makes the catch for out number 1. Quick throw keeps the runner on at first. So 1 down now. That's going to bring Wright up to the plate.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 32, McKenna Wright.
So Walcott still on at first with 1 down now. Wright steps in. First pitch from Hermanson, taken outside for ball 1. Foul ball, deep down the right field line. That'll even it up at 1-1. Umpire needs to reload. All right, we're ready to go now. Count even on Wright. 1-1. Hermanson's pitch. High fly ball into right field. Cowan tracks that one down. Makes a catch for out number 2. So 2 down and 1 on now. That's going to bring Saldivar to the plate.
Stepping to the plate for the Cardinals, number 44, Alexia Saldivar.
Saldivar, cleanup hitter for the Cardinals, steps up to the plate. Hermanson gets set. Swing and just tipped it back for strike 1. Hermanson gets her sign. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses outside for ball 1. Count is even 1-1 on Saldivar. 1-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike 2. Count goes to 1-2 on Saldivar. Saldivar back in the box. Hermanson steps up. Gets her sign. Gets set. And the 1-2. Misses up and away. Count will even up 2-2 on Saldivar. Walcott still out there at first base for the Cardinals. 2-2 pitch. That one misses low for ball 3, so the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 1 on here in the top of the third. Saldivar back in the box. 3-2 pitch. Bouncer fielded at second. Throw to first. It's going to be in time. That will retire the side. So 1 runner gets left stranded out there. Trojans head to the bottom of the third inning, still tied 2-2.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice.
I believe we are back. After an appeal, they are going to say that the throw pulled first base Takeyoshi off the bag. So safe at first was Saldivar. So now 2 on with 2 outs. We continue the top of the third inning. First pitch, swing and a miss. Second pitch, taken for ball 1, so the count is even on Rosenberg at the plate. So they had an appeal. Umpires talked about it and brought the Everett team back out on the field with 2 outs. Count 2-1 now. Hermanson set. High fly ball. Wilson tracking over, and she'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. So 2 get stranded instead of 1 out there, but the end result is the same. Going to the bottom of the inning, we are tied at 2.
For the Cardinals, no runs.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice. And failure. Thousands of reps. Did you think it was easy? The work behind this name will make it echo forever.
Three, 4, 5 hitters coming up for Everett, with Emma Hansen leading the way, followed by Takeyoshi and Hermanson. Clark still out in the pitching circle, and her first pitch is taken for strike 1. Foul ball. Count goes to 0-2. The Everett shortstop steps back in. Clark is set. And the 0-2 pitch. A little high for ball one. Count goes to 1-2 on Hansen. The 1-2 pitch. A little high for ball two. Count evens up 2-2 on Hansen. Emma steps back in. Clark leans in to get her sign. And the 2-2. High fly ball into center field. Walcott coming in, trying to track it. And she'll make the catch for out number one. One up, one down for the Trojans. That'll bring Takayoshi up to the plate.
Number one. All right, nobody aboard.
Taryn, Takayoshi.
The next hitter stepping to the plate. First baseman
traveling up from Spanaway to join us here in Everett. And Hermanson, the Everett pitcher, warming up on deck. Clark's pitch. Skips in for ball one. The count 1-0 on Takayoshi. A 1-0 pitch. Up and in. Takayoshi kind of flinches back away from that one. Count goes to 2-0. Pitch. Liner into right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Hancock cuts it off, and that'll hold Takayoshi to a long, loud single. So one on, one down now. It's going to bring Hermanson up to the plate.
Pitcher number 12, Alyssa Hermanson.
Hermanson steps up with one down, one on. Clark's pitch. Taken right down the middle for strike one. Hermanson starts out 0-1 here in the bottom of the third. Cowan warming up on deck. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see her here in the bottom of the inning. High pop-up. Going to make it out in the outfield, running in on it, and it's going to drop right between Marshall and Walcott.
Right, that's going to drop in.
Marshall running in on it, but not able to make the catch. So Everett with runners at first and second now, and we will see Cowan.
Right fielder number 1, Lena Cowan.
Cowan stepping up to the plate with 2 on and 1 down. First pitch to Cowan is taken for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. A little up and in for ball one. I gotta say, Allie Wilson has the strongest set of pipes of anybody on either team here, as you can hear her coming from the bullpen. One pitch taken for ball two. Count goes to 2-1. Clark getting her sign. 2-1 pitch. Inside for ball three. Count goes to 3-1. Three-one pitch. Just about ready, and here we go. Fouled that one back in the screen. Count goes full, 3-2 on the foul ball. Three-two pitch. Inside and low for ball 4, and that will walk the bases loaded. Takayoshi over at third, Hermanson at second, and Cowan on first now. So with the bases loaded, one down, that's going to bring Boris up to the plate. Olivia stepping in, chance to do some real damage here and put Everett back on top. Clark is set. First pitch to Olivia. Taken a little inside for ball 1. Lou Wilson warming up on deck for the Trojans. Love to see her swinging the bat here in this inning. A 1-0 pitch. Up and away for ball 2. Count goes 2-0 on Boris. Clark set, the 2-0. Low and inside for ball 3. 3 straight wide ones to Boris. And Clark doesn't have any further to go here. Going to have to come in with a strike. And she does. Right on the inside corner for strike 1. Count goes to 3-1 now. Clark set, 3-1 pitch. Fly ball into left field. Marshall's coming in, and that's going to drop into the gap. 1 run's going to score as everybody will move 1 base closer to home. So coming into the plate is Takayoshi. That puts Everett on top, 3-2. And it's going to bring Lou Wilson up to the plate, and we're going to get a visit back out to the pitcher's circle, the Everett coach.
All right.
Or the Skagit coach, pardon me, along with the Cardinal catcher going out there. Bottom of the order, warming up on deck as Holden's coming out. Holden on deck, Lou Wilson at the plate, and the bases juiced. Boris at first, Cowan on second, Hermanson over at third. And the umpire comes out to break up the meeting. We're ready to get back to the action.
Stepping to the plate for the Trojans, center fielder number 4, Lou Wilson.
So Lou Wilson stepping to the plate with the bases juiced and just 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Taken for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So quickly 2 strikes on Lou Wilson. Wilson steps back into the box. Clark throws one up and away to try and get her to chase it. Does not work. Count goes to 1-2. Wilson back in the box. 1-2 pitch. High for ball 2. Count evens up 2 apiece. Wilson back in the box. Clark set. And the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball, foul down the right field line. Out of play. Count stays even at 2-2. Game 2 is scheduled for 4 o'clock. We are already an hour into this one, so we may be pushing Game 2 back a little bit. Outside for ball 3, and the count goes full 3-2. Hope you join us for both contests here. Coming to you live from Gaffney Field. We're at the Boys and Girls Club just down the road from Everett Community College. If you'd like to come out and join us, still a lot of softball left to play. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. Throw to first is going to be in time. 1 run will come in to score as Hermanson comes across to put Everett up by 2 runs with a 4-2 lead. So 2 down now with runners at second and third. That's going to bring Holden up to the plate.
Position with 2 down for the next hitter, number 11, Kennedy Holden.
Holden steps up, brings the top of the order back on deck for the Trojans. Clark's first pitch to Holden. Taken, a little low and in for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch on the way. Up and away for ball 2. 2-0 on Holden. Burris out at second. Cowan on third. That pitch is taken for ball 3. 3-0 on Holden. First base empty, so there is a spot for her. Taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Count goes to 3-1. Holden's ready. Clark gets set. 3-1 pitch. Just a bit low, and that's ball 4. Bases are loaded, and that's going to take us back to the top of the order with Salverda coming up to the plate. Gracie Salverda with a chance to open it up here as the Everett Trojans have taken a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the third and a chance to tack on a few more. Taken for strike 1 right down the middle. So Salverda starts out 0-1. Lefty. Steps back in the box. Clark leans in, gets set. And the 0-1. High for ball 1. Count evens up 1-1 on the Everett leadoff hitter. Salverda back in the box. Clark is set, and the 1-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike 2. Count goes 1-2 on Salverda. Allie Wilson warming up on deck with her shin guards still on, ready for either eventuality. Ground ball to second. Underhand throw to first is going to be in time for Rosenberg to record the final out, and that will retire the side. Headed to the top of the 4th inning, Trojans got 2 back, so they lead 4-2.
All right, guys, listen up. This entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
IRG Physical and Hand Therapy is the Northwest premier physical and hand therapy group, with over 35 clinics located throughout the Puget Sound area and multiple located throughout Everett. There is an IRG clinic located in a neighborhood near you. Our neighborhood clinics provide compassionate and individualized care in a friendly environment. The clinics use the latest techniques and technologies to achieve exceptional results. Head to irgpt.com to schedule your free movement screen today.
Top of the fourth inning. It's going to be the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up with Mosca swinging at the first pitch and hitting a high fly ball. And Hockendorf is there to make the catch for out number one. So one up, one pitch, one down here in the top of the fourth inning. It's going to bring Hancock back up to the plate.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 19, Keely Hancock.
Hermanson. Set. First pitch to Hancock. Up and away for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses for ball two. 2-0 on Hancock. Leonard warming up on deck for the Cardinals. Hermanson set. The 2-0 pitch. Outside corner for strike one. Count goes to 2-1 on Hancock. That one misses for ball three. I thought that there were two strikes there, but the umpires corrected myself and the scoreboard operator. So it's now a 3-1 count. Ground ball. A little too hot to handle by Salverda. Not going to make the throw over to first base, so that will be a base hit for Hancock. So one down, one on. That's going to bring Leonard up to the plate.
Number 5, Jersey Leonard.
First pitch to Leonard is taken for ball one. Hermanson set, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Count evens up 1-1 on Leonard. Hermanson set, 1-1 pitch. Misses low and away for ball two. Count is 2-1 on Jersey Leonard. Number 9 hitter, with number 9 on her jersey, Marshall warming up on deck. High for ball three, 3-1 on Leonard. Three-1 pitch, taken right down the middle for strike two, and the count is full on Leonard, 3-2. 1 on, 1 down here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss, strike three, and down on strikes goes Leonard. That's 2 down now in the top of the fourth inning. So still a runner on first. That's going to bring bottom of the order up to the plate with Marshall.
Number 9, Caleb Marshall.
Marshall, lefty up at the plate. Top of the order with Walcott warming up on deck for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss, strike one. Trojans would like to see top of the order in the 5th inning. Right down the middle for strike two. Count quickly 0-2 on Marshall. The 0-2 outside. Marshall's not going to chase that one. Count goes to 1-2. Outside again. Count evens up 2-2. Williamson leans in, gets her sign, and the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, that's going to be a base hit just out of reach of Boris. So with a single, that gives the Cardinals 2 on with 2 down, and back to the top of the order with Walcott coming up to the plate. Walcott, another lefty. Leadoff hitter stepping up to the plate. Legged out a little tapper her last time up for a base hit. Hermanson set, and the pitch outside corner for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Reaching out for it, strike two. So count 0-2 on Walcott. Hermanson gets her sign. She is set. The 0-2 pitch. High fly ball into right field. Running in and making the catch is Cowan. That will retire the side. Runners stranded at first and second. Headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. Trojans still lead 4-2.
No runs.
We are Northwest Plus Credit Union. We're different than banks. We are a not-for-profit financial cooperative. That means we're owned by our members, not by out-of-state investors. We opened our first location in 1939 in Everett. Today, anyone who lives, works, or worships in Washington can be a member. Expect more. Experience local. Check out Northwest Plus Credit Union today.
I've always had passion for writing and sports. Everett Community College has given me the opportunity to pursue a career in sports journalism that combines the two. The athletic scholarship that I received, along with affordable tuition, have made it possible for me to run track while writing for the student newspaper. And my advisors have helped me stay on track to graduate and transfer to a university. I'm Aiden Lure, and I chose EVCC. Woo!
On to the bottom of the 4th inning, Allie Wilson leading off, and she takes the first pitch for strike one. It's going to be to the 2-3-4 hitters with Wilson, Hansen, and Takayoshi coming up. Clark is set. 0-1 pitch taken low for ball one. Count evens up at 1-1. Clark set. 1-1 pitch. Outside for ball two. Count goes to 2-1 on Wilson. Two-one pitch. Fly ball into left field. Marshall running over, and it's going to be out of reach. That one's going to all the way into the corner. Rounding second and headed for third is Wilson. She's going to make it standing up. Throw gets on by the third baseman, but is cut off by Clark. So Wilson with a long leg triple to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning.
Heading to the plate for the Trojans, shortstop number 6, Emma Hansen.
So with Wilson on third, Emma Hansen coming up to the plate. Chance to see if she can drive the runner in. Clark's pitch, taken for strike one. The Everett catcher, Allie Wilson, over there on third. Outside corner, strike two, so quickly 0-2 on Hansen. Takayoshi warming up on deck. The 0-2 pitch, low for ball one. Hansen steps back in. 1-2 pitch. Up and away for ball two. Count is even 2-2. Clark set. 2-2 pitch. Fouled it back. Right down at the plate. Umpires are going to call time. Looks like Allie Wilson got her shoe a little bit. She's going to walk that one off. Came down, caught that left foot, it looks like. All right, she's worked the bees back out of it. I think she's ready to go. All right, Allie Wilson stepping back up to the plate. Count is 2-2. Ground ball foul. Count will stay even, 2 apiece. Hansen back in. Wilson waiting at third. High fly ball, foul, and that's going to be playable. Rosenberg comes in, makes the grab for out number one.
All right, now there is one down, but still a runner out there at third for the
So Takayoshi coming up to the plate.
For the Trojans, first baseman number 8, Aaron Takayoshi.
Takayoshi's chance to drive Allie Wilson in. Clark set. Pitch taken for ball one. Clark is set, and the pitch. A little high for ball two. Count goes to 2-0. 2-0 pitch, pardon me. Taken for ball three. Hansen working a 3-0 count. See if Clark comes back in with something here. 3-0 pitch. And she does. Count goes to 3-1. Everett pitcher, Hermanson, warming up on deck. Liner and snagged out of the air. Muska grabs that one for Skagit. Good reflex play out there at second base. 2 down now for the Trojans. Still a runner over at third. Allie Wilson out there hoping to come home before this inning ends. Everett pitcher coming out, see if she can help herself here. Hermanson at the plate, and the first pitch taken for strike one. Clark is set. 0-1 pitch. Taken for strike two. Quickly 2 strikes on Hermanson. Clark set. 0-2 pitch. Taken for strike 3, and down looking is Hermanson. That'll retire the side. So Allie Wilson leadoff triple, then gets stranded over there at third base. It's 4-2, headed to the top of the inning. We'll be right back.
5 scoreboard still reads Trojans 4 and Cardinals 2.
No one picks up a ball wanting to change the world. They want to escape it.
Unemployment, new crisis. Everything is not how it should be.
They want to become part of something. That something could take them anywhere. They could make a friend, make the team, or make the league. They could break a record in Seattle, break some ankles in Brooklyn, or make a believer in San Juan. They could become a star, a superstar. A big donation, start a foundation, unite the nation star. They really could change the world.
We don't have a ceiling on how much we can improve our community.
But we don't have to wait until then. We can do it right now with a choice.
Go out and vote.
It starts with us as voters.
Be getting out and voting.
Use your voice.
Voting is power.
To make a difference.
Right now, it's what's necessary.
Because you don't need to be a star to have a voice.
Stepping in for the Cardinals will be number 2, Maddie Fisher.
Top of the 5th inning, and it's the 2-3-4 hitters coming up for Skagit. Fisher, Wright, and Saldivar coming up. Hermanson ready. First pitch to Fisher. A liner into center field. That's going to drop right in front of Lou Wilson. He makes the nice stop and holds the runner over at first base. So leadoff single for Fisher. And Skagit's got a little something going here.
So with 1 on, nobody down, the next hitter, number 32, McKenna Wright.
So Wright coming up for Skagit. And first pitch to Wright is taken away for ball 1. Hermanson set. The 1-0 pitch. Up and away for ball 2. 2-0 on Wright. Saldivar warming up on deck for Skagit. Hermanson, 2-0 pitch. Comes back with strike 1. Count goes to 2-1. Wright steps back in the box. Hermanson's pitch. Foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Count evens up 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Fouled off again down the right field line, out of play. Count stays even 2-2. The umpire needs to reload here. Lost his game ball and lost the spare on 2 pitches. Wright steps back in. Hermanson set. 2-2 pitch. Fouled that one off the same way. So Wright protecting the plate here. Steps back in. Count still even at 2-2. Hermanson gets her sign. She's set. And the pitch. Up and away, and the count is full now, 3-2. Right back in the box. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, and that's going to get into the gap. Fisher rounds second, and she's going to hold up at third. So with a single, Wright has put runners on the corners for the Cardinals.
Number 44, Alexia Salvador.
And that'll bring the Skagit cleanup hitter up to the plate with runners at the corners. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Saldivar steps in the box. Hermanson getting her sign. And the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Hermanson coming right at her, right down the middle. Count 0-1. Swing and a miss, one just outside for strike two, so quickly 2 strikes on Saldivar. The 0-2 pitch, up and away for ball one. Count goes to 1-2. Up and away again for ball two. Count is even, 2-2. Saldivar takes a little walk, comes back to the box. She's ready to go. Hermanson getting her sign. And the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. It's going to go back off the top of the Boys and Girls Club. One bounce and comes back down. Count stays even, 2-2. Umpire's ready to go. Saldivar back in the box, and Hermanson ready to get her sign. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Outside corner, strike three. Hermanson brings up Saldivar. So one down with 2 on now. That's going to bring Rosenberg up to the plate.
Hitter number 11, Caitlin Rosenberg.
Rosenberg steps up with runners at the corners. First pitch taken, strike one. Hermanson gets her sign. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to first, step on the bag, throw to second. And they get the tag in. Double play. 1-3-6. Record that one, and that'll retire the side. Trojans head to the bottom of the 6th inning with their 2-run lead intact, 4-2.
2 hits, no walks, 1 runner left aboard, and we will go to the bottom of the inning scoreboard. Unchanged, Trojans 4 and Cardinals 2. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4.
Yeah, no run on that. I heard you say it, but I just wanted to confirm it. No run.
9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, clock, we're going to rock. Around 1 o'clock tonight,
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home. To position 9 for Skagit Valley, and number 19 moving to position 7 for Skagit Valley.
So a couple of changes. So for Skagit, that means Marshall's moving from left to right field. And Hancock will be going to left. So just swapping places in the outfield. So for the Trojans, 6, 7, 8 hitters with Cowan, Boris, and Lou Wilson coming up. First pitch taken up and away for ball 1 from Clark. Ball 2. Cowan starting off 0-2. Oh-2 pitch taken for ball 3. Cowan leading off the inning. Runs a 3-0 count. And the 3-0 pitch from Clark. Strike at the knees for strike 1. Count goes to 3-1. Three-one pitch. Little chopper foul down the third base line. Runs the count full, 3-2. Clark, 3-2 pitch. Little check swing, and she takes that one for ball 4. On with a walk is Cowan. That'll bring Boris up to the plate. So Trojans with one on, nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth.
Hitter in the lineup, third baseman number 15, Olivia Boris.
Boris coming up with a runner on first. And she'll take the first pitch for strike 1 from Clark. Boris back in the box. The 0-1. Bunts it down and foul. Goes right through the wickets of the catcher back here to the screen. The count goes to 0-2 on Boris. Boris back in the box. Clark is set. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball base hit. That's going to get right into center field. Runner round second, and coming in safe at third is Cowan. Boris with a single moves the runner down to third base in scoring position, and Trojans have runners in the corners with nobody down, and Lou Wilson coming up to the plate. Wilson steps into the box. Runners at first and third. Clark gets her side, and the first pitch to Wilson is taken inside, ball 1. back in the box. Holden warming up on deck for the Trojans. That one's taken for ball 2. 2-0 on Wilson. Clark set, 2-0 pitch. Fouled off. It's going to go back and land on the Boys and Girls Club roof. Lou Wilson set, the pitch. Another foul ball. That'll run the count even at 2-2. Sun getting low off to our right. Pretty much no wind here today. A little breeze here and there, but nothing to really worry about. Pitch was low. Count is full, 3-2 on Lou Wilson. Couldn't have asked for a better day, I think, to start out the season. Foul that. Count will stay full, 3-2. I have spent so many marches huddled here behind the screen here, just suffering through some frigid weather. It is beautiful out here. Everybody's in, well, most people are in t-shirts. I'm sitting here in a t-shirt, having no problem. Fly ball. That is going to make it out there to Marshall. Thought it might drop in front of her. Tag it in, and scoring is Cowan. So with the sacrifice fly, give Lou Wilson an RBI. Cowan with the run scored and puts Everett up 5-2. With one down, one on now, that'll bring Holden up to the plate. Holden steps in. Clark's first pitch to her. Taken for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Throw down to first is not going to be in time. Wilson gets back to the bag. Or pardon me, Boris gets back to the bag in time. Count is 0-2. Fly ball into left center field. Walcott running in. That's going to get by her. We'll get off of her. And she is down. She's having a little trouble. She's waving in the coaches. I think that one caught her on the noggin off the bounce. She needs a little assistance out there, so we are going to take a little bit of a moment here. Trainer coming out to check on her. Short hopped her, and I think it came up and just caught a piece of her in the head. Not so much on the fly, but on the rebound. Still taking a moment out there. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trojans lead 5-2 on the home opener here for the 2024 season. All right, looks like she's going to make her way to the dugout, so we are going to get a replacement out there. So Walcott making her way to the dugout. Let's see who Skagit is going to bring out to take over in center field, or if they're going to shuffle around a little bit. Hancock and Marshall just swapped places in right and left field. Skagit coach meeting with the umpire. Sounds like Fisher is going to move from short out to center. I didn't catch who was coming in for short. The umpire should come back and report here as we've got the official scorer at the table here behind home plate as well. One advantage of broadcasting from here, you get the official notifications. So Holden still over at first. Boris at second. One down here in the bottom of the fifth. Umpires meeting with the Everett scorekeeper. See what we have.
So our substitution is going to be number 4 for number 3. Number 4 will be playing position 4. Number 2 is moving to center field.
Fisher at center.
And then, what was my last number? And then number 8 will be playing position 6, which is shortstop. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
So Muska moving from second over to shortstop. And our new player is going to be Kirsten Scott coming in at second. So Scott at second, Muska at short, and Fisher going out into center field as Walcott is going to the bench. So back to the action and back to the top of the order for the Trojans as Salverda, pardon me. Can't read my own handwriting. So Salverda up at the plate. Ali Wilson warming up on deck. 1-0 pitch. It's taken for ball 2. Runners at second and third for the Trojans are Cowan and Lou Wilson. Pardon me, Holden at first. Burris at second, Holden at first. I'm getting all my numbers mixed up here with the little tapper down the third base line. Throw to first is not going to be in time. Everybody moves up a bag, and the bases are loaded once again for the Trojans. Holly Wilson coming up with the bases juiced. So that's Burris on third now, Holden on second, Salverda over on first, and Ali Wilson coming up to the plate. First pitch to the lefty. It's taken for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1. Count evens up, 1-1. Clark is set. The 1-1 pitch. Little chopper over to short. Throw to first is going to get on by, so 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. Third is coming in. Throw goes into the pitcher, and Everett has blown this one open with another 3 runs coming in. 8-2 Trojan lead. So Allie Wilson ends up on second after driving in 3 runs.
Number 6, Emma Hansen.
So Hansen coming up to the plate, and everybody coming out to the mound to settle down Clark in the pitcher's circle. Meeting out on the field, and we are going to get ready to go here again. So 1 down, 1 on for Hansen at the plate. First pitch, strike 1. Low, ball 1. Count is even, 1-1 on Hansen. High for ball 2. There's now 2-1. That one gets on by, and runners are going to move. So Wilson scampers from second down to third base. So Everett has 1 more run just down the lane. Count goes to 3-1 on Hansen. Clark is set. 3-1 pitch. A little looper. Grabbed by the shortstop. Throw to first is going to be in time, and not a chance for the runner to move.
Nice play at short.
So Wilson had to stay over there at third.
Still a runner out.
So with 2 down, it's going to be Takayoshi coming up to the plate.
First baseman number 8, Aaron Takayoshi.
So Takayoshi coming up with 2 down. It's still a chance to do some more damage here in the bottom of the 5th. Low, ball 1. Takayoshi back in the box. Clark's pitch. Fly ball, right field line. It's going to be close, and it's going to stay fair. So that's going to get a run in. Takayoshi headed for second, and she'll get in there standing up with a RBI double. Takayoshi gives Everett 9 to Skagit's 2. And that'll bring Hermanson back up to the plate. Everett pitcher coming up with 2 down and a runner on second. Leans back from that one. It's a little bit inside for ball 1. Cowan warming up on deck. Takes that one for ball 2. 2-0 on Hermanson. Clark leans in, gets her sign. 2-0 pitch. High fly ball, it goes foul down the right field line, out of play. So 1 strike now, 2-1 count. And the 2-1 pitch. Low and in for ball 3. Count goes to 3-1. Clark leans in, gets a sign. 3-1 pitch. That's a liner into left center field. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Rounding third and coming in to score is Boris. RBI double for Hermanson. Pardon me, Takayoshi. Got my numbers mixed up. Takayoshi coming in to score.
And with that run, umpires invoke the 8-run rule, and that's going to wrap it.
And that is going to be ball game as we are in the 5th inning. 8-run lead for Everett. Trojans 10, Skagit Valley 2, and that is going to be our final. 10-2, Trojan victory. We're going to take a little break. It's sandwich time for me, but we've got another ball game coming up. Hope to see you on that stream. Again, Everett 10, Skagit 2. That's our final in Game 1. Game 2 coming up.